Hello and welcome to another edition of Knob Twisting with the Artifact Lo-Fi Elements. Today we are looking at the uVerb, or microverb if you prefer. So it's a dark and dirty echo slash reverb sound. It's not unlike the belt and brick approach to reverb. Jesse, our engineer, described it as a technique similar to what's used in early 8-bit gaming systems. So it's got a lot of character. It's a great sound, and we are going to go knob by knob and show you what the uVerb does. Here we go. Okay, here's my dry signal. The wet. Now the first knob, the very knob, controls the reverb feedback. So I can set it so it just cuts out pretty quickly, just very little reverb. Or I can set it really long. Now the bandwidth toggle is going to turn down the sample rate reduction on the reverb, so it gives you that odd digital robot sound. Back to normal. Next up is the destruct knob, which controls the amount of overdrive or saturation on just the reverb. So that's pretty clean. So we turn it up. You can hear that drive. Turn it all the way up. You can hear it's just the reverb. I turn this way up. Get that back down. Over here on the filter knob, this controls a high cut filter on just the reverb as well. So as I turn it down, it gets much darker. Back up to normal. It can also get very bright. Mix knob, just, dry and wet mix. And finally, the mod knob. Now, the mod knob has 3 different functions depending on where this toggle switch is set. If the toggle switch is set all the way to the left, that controls the modulation rate. That's a pitch modulation on the reverb. In the middle, it controls the depth. And in the third position, this controls the shape of the modulation LFO. So I'm going to set it up so you can really hear it. If I turn this all the way to the left, I get a sine wave. Move it up to a triangle. Move it up to random, which is the default setting. Next is wow and flutter. Next is warp. Next is sample and hold. And finally, we have the option switch, which just basically cranks up the feedback and gives you self-oscillation. And that is the microverb on the Artifact. See you next time.